Hi, this is Cynthia Mascarenhas with Triumphant and Treasured. Today I'd like to draw attention to the differences between being a widow in the United States or in most progressive countries, as opposed to being a widow in impoverished countries. Most of us here in the United States have a fair amount of financial security. It differs from person to person, but a majority of us have the basics that it takes to sustain life. We also have government programs that help us if we are under a certain economic bracket. And that would be assistance with food, shelter, medical care. And while all of those are wonderful and necessary, we have our own challenges. And our challenges are more to do with grief and community and fellowship and certain level of financial stability as well. However, in impoverished countries, the story is very, very different. Those widows in countries like India and Africa, in the African continent rather, they do not even have the option to grieve. Grief is way down on the totem pole. What's primary in those communities is food, sustenance, and basically safety for their very existence. You see, in those countries, oftentimes a widow is blamed for the death of her spouse. She is perceived as being the curse that brought the death of her spouse to come to pass. That defies logic, and yet it seems to very conveniently work in a lot of cultures. That allows them to abandon the widow, take away from her any family property she owns, leave her on the street. Sometimes it's her very own children who might do that to her. Oftentimes, it's the husband's family that'll come in and take away everything that once used to belong to her and her husband and their children. She is now left penniless on the street, trying to support not just herself, but also her fatherless children. These women find themselves in very dire straits. These are not women who have the option to talk about their grief. They have to figure out how to survive. These women are not treated with dignity in their community. They are looked down upon and they are ostracized. These women most certainly don't have friends that visit them, spend time with them, get to know them, or just give them a shoulder to lean on or cry on. These women do not have the wherewithal to financially support themselves or their children. They have no expertise. Their only role in life was to bear children, raise children, and do the housework. And now, without their primary breadwinner, they're left without the means to support themselves or their children. This is why we at Walk with the Widow, we at Triumphant and Treasured, have a ministry called Walk with the Widow, which is local and global. And the global part of our ministry has a threefold mission. We aim to help these women restore their dignity. We help them find community by promoting community among the people around them. And we help them, we facilitate their financial independence by starting small businesses that allow them to acquire finances in a dignified manner and support their families in a sustainable fashion. I ask you to consider partnering with us as we walk alongside the widows around the world, as we help them get back on their feet, as we help them recognize who they truly are in the eyes of Christ, regardless of what their culture says about them. So join us. God bless you, and I'll see you at the next Face to Face Friday.